What's up, guys? Today I'm going to talk about what I have learned as a new player in Escape from Tarkov. After 500 hours, I have experienced the highs and lows of Tarkov, and let me tell you, it is a roller coaster. I have learned many things, but one thing I've learned is you need to find your playstyle. This can depend on a variety of things, to include if you're playing solo or you're playing with a group. If you're playing solo, you might want to hold corners longer, or be a little more patient in your gunfights compared to when you're playing in a group. You can be a little more aggressive, be a little more ballsy, because if your team wins the fight, they can get your loot out or hide it for insurance, whatever the case is. The first thing I want to talk about though is map knowledge. Map knowledge might be one of the most important aspects of the game, and it's also the most timely thing you have to worry about. There's a lot of maps, a lot of buildings. You need to learn the maps, but do not worry, it will come with time. Being able to maneuver your way around enemies is crucial for taking the least amount of damage and killing those groups of chads. A good tool to use is Map Genie. I started out playing Tarkov having Map Genie up on another monitor, and used it as a reference for getting around the maps. I promise you will learn the maps, you just have to give it time. The second tip is going to be patience. This is not Call of Duty where you can run around and slide cancel and jump shot like a little G Fuel cracked out 12-year-old. This game is all about angles and outsmarting other players. And I know what you're going to say, but I watched Willers and Landmark. Yes, those guys are unbelievable, and you can try to mimic their gameplay, but they have thousands of hours in this game and have mastered the mechanics. Also, trying to mimic other people's gameplay may not be your best bet, because those guys are doing what they've learned after thousands of fights for a reason. They're not just going out and doing crazy stuff. That's just how they play. That's just thousands of engagements with different teams and thousands of gunfights. They've learned, oh, maybe I should move here or move there. The third tip is do not be afraid to fight. Many of times when I first started playing, I would hear footsteps and freeze in the fear of losing my gear or dying. Some will call it gear fear. If you are going to fight 2, 3, 4-man teams, you need to move and shoot and change positions. Staying in one place for too long will allow the other team to hone in on your location. So have confidence. You're going to die. It's not a matter of when, but if. Just kidding. It's not a matter of if, but when. So don't be afraid to die, get in gunfights, learn from your mistakes. I like to go back and watch clips of how I could have done this or that better to win those fights. Keep learning and keep playing. I promise you will get better and more comfortable after every engagement. Tip 4 is going to be gathering information. This is one of many games, but I think this game particularly uses your senses the most. They're crucial when choosing to engage your enemy. I recommend watching videos of the sound and headsets in the game to give you the most advantage. There's all kinds of YouTubers that go into testing and how far you can hear someone with this, that, or the other headset, and it really helps. I recommend being patient. This goes back to all the tips we already talked about, but it is crucial to gather information via sound or visual to know your best course of action in gunfights. Sometimes letting a team fight and then striking when they least expect it is to your advantage. This could be catching them while they are looting or healing. By doing this, they may have to reload ammo, whatever the case is, and you can catch them off guard and get those easy kills. And lastly, when there's one there's more. Always be scanning after every engagement. Too many times I have been in gunfights where I think, oh, I got this. I kill 1 or 2 people and I start looting. And then all of a sudden I get killed by the little Timmy camping in a bush afraid to move. So always be scanning. I recommend making loops around gunfights you've had and just using your senses again to listen and look for those guys creeping around. You're not in a rush after you kill someone. Get your health back, get your ammo packed, and then go to your next course of action. And pick your shots. It is better to one-tap somebody in the face at 100 meters than trying to spray them or burst them, and then they turn on you and one-tap you. I hope these tips help you with your next raid. If you guys liked the video, please do not be afraid to like and comment on why. If you did not like the video, well, tell me why you hated it. Until next time, go have some fun, and I will see you in the next one.